All right, guys, you're welcome once again to my YouTube channel. Right, thank you for the support, thank you for the help, and thank you for learning um, the skills that will actually give you financial freedom. All right, once again, I will implore you to learn as much as possible in this channel and for you to be good and a profitable trader. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also our Telegram channel is there where we post our setup analysis and some other charts and markups that will really help you to grow in your knowledge of the financial market. Then also our Instagram page, you do well to also follow us on Instagram to get details on what we're actually doing in our group. All right. There are educational materials posted on this YouTube channel that will do well. I mean, that will really help you to be successful and to be consistent in this market. So you can do well to study them, practice, and also mark up charts and back test for you to be better. All right. This week we're going to start with dollar index, right? Dollar index, and just like what we said last week. Right. Looking at the daily, this market is clearly down, right? We can see that it is down. But what we're really expecting in this market is that because when this market opened, we can see the accumulation here, the market manipulated to the downside. Then we are seeing it going up, but market fails to go higher. So with this, we can see that this low has been taken, this particular low was taken, and this implies that we might actually see more up trend on this pair for this month. As you can see, this is accumulation. The market accumulated before the end of the month. We can see the accumulation here. Then it manipulated to the downside, took out liquidity. Then we are expecting it to go higher. We're expecting it to go higher for the rest of this week. So, but currently now the structure is actually still saying down. So we wait for it to really give us a bullish structure before we can buy. But if that is the case, if this market gives us a selling opportunity, then we're going to sell it. This is applicable to all USD pairs or dollar pairs, right? So because of this manipulation, right, I want to see it going higher for this week. I mean, for this beginning of this month, the market came down, manipulated to the downside. Then I wanted to actually go up. Looking at the 4 hour time frame, we can't see any structural break here. But if this week open, then if the first thing that we see is the market going up to break this high, then we'll be waiting for. Let me try to explain that. If the market go actually up to break this high, then we'll be expecting, or this high at most, then we'll be expecting it to come back into this block for us to trade it higher. So that's what we'll be expecting on this pair. That's what we'll be expecting on this pair. And if that did not hold, if that did not hold, then we have to maintain our bearish structure, right? We have to maintain our bearish structure, which is market probably taking out liquidity, might take out this liquidity, might take out this liquidity, right, and drop, or take out this particular high and drop this particular high, take it out and for so um this is what you should really expect. This is really what you should expect in this market. And that said, in the first instance that I gave, is that market will should break this high, come back to this high. I mean, come back to this block, yeah, right, for it to go higher. So that implies that if this particular structure is broken, or this particular structure is broken, the market can really come back to this zone and go higher, and market can really take out liquidity here and go lower. So that is actually what I will be looking for on this pair. Right. So let's go to other pairs that we are really looking at for us to see what we're expecting. This is USD pair. I mean, this Euro USD. On Euro USD, 4 hour, we can see the accumulation. Then when this month open, we see it going higher. Then this also took out liquidity, and this can also be the same thing, just like what you have seen on dollar index. We might see the same thing here. Market took out liquidity. We have another blockade that is serving as a resistance. Then this market can actually continue to go down. This is on the bearish, I mean on the daily time frame. Then you can see this accumulation here. Market give us the accumulation, uh, then took out the high. They were actually expecting this, but nevertheless, this market is now bearish, so we can really expect this to really happen. Then going to 4 hour time frame. Now with a 4 hour time frame, um, we can see that there is a structure break here. Market already broke this low, right, with that wick, which is actually showing um, some a kind of a manipulation. So this implies that market can really come back to this zone, get rejected there, get rejected at that particular zone. Then, if I actually want to be precise with that, I can look at this zone as where this market will likely get rejected from. Market can actually give us manipulation to the upside on this, then drop. So basically, that is what I'll be waiting for on this pair. And market can just continue to drop when the market opens. So basically, that is what I want to see in this market. Then going to 1 hour time frame, going to 1 hour time frame, this is actually going to make sense when this particular daily high will be rated, right? This particular daily high will be rated, then market will pull back, all right? Then this high will be rated, get rejected here, then we are going to see the drop in that particular case. So this is what I'm expecting on euro usd on euro usd. So let's look at usd chf. Just like the same analysis that we've done for dollar index can really be seen here. As you can see, this monthly low was taken. This monthly low has been taken. We have accumulation here. Market really accumulated here, right? In this particular case, market accumulated there, then came back, dropped, and we're expecting it to go higher from there. We're really expecting to go higher. But anyway, this market is still bearish. But because of this monthly low that has been taken, then this can really push this market higher. What checking the 4 hour time frame, let's see the 4 hour in the 4 hour time frame, this market is still down, right? This market is still down, but based on the monthly AMD that we have seen, it can really push this pair up, right? And that is what I will be expecting on that. They can really push this pair up, and as the case may be, I can't really see any cell structure here. But anyway, let me go to 1 hour time frame. If I can see any cell structure on 1 hour, probably this particular area can really push this pair down as a cell structure. But based on what I can see here, this market should really be a buy based on the power of three. It should really be a buy. This already took out liquidity. Then when this I, for me to buy this pair, then I will be expecting this I to be raided, this I to be taken out, or at most, let me say, this particular area, right, should be taken out. Um, then a bias can really change. When this I is taken out, then we can really look for uh, this is broken, then we look for this market should retest this and go higher, or this market should take it is taken out, the market come back to this particular zone and go higher. So basically that's what I will be looking for on that pair. If this market on the 4 hour, I mean on 1 hour time frame, just like what we have here, um on 1 hour time frame, just like what we have here, if this market did not get rejected here and drop, then this can really happen for us to have the direction at which we are going in this market. Then the next one is going to be GBP USD, right? We start from the daily. The daily uh, looks somehow bullish, right? Somehow bullish. Because it's actually bullish. So we'll be looking for a buying opportunity. If we look at the 4 hour time frame, checking the 4 hour time frame, we can see that this 4 hour time frame is clearly bullish, right? So might actually be looking for a buying opportunity there. Then for this also, right? For this also, this market can pull back to this other block the more, then for it to go higher, or come back, take out this weekly low and go up, right? So that's really what we can see. But following USD, right, if USD GBP USD will actually follow dollar index, then that shows that when the structure is broken, right, when the structure is broken, this particular low, when it is broken, right, so far this is going to be a lower high now. I mean, and this the next low that we're going to have will be lower low. This is actually going to be a lower low. Then we can expect market to pull back, then for us to continue to sell down. So that is what we'll be expecting for us to really look for a selling opportunity on this pair. Then for uh, EURJPY, the daily is bearish, right? Daily is bearish, and the 4 hour time frame also is bearish. And the 4 hour time frame is bearish. This is a lower high, so we'll be expecting market to pull back right to this zone, right? And if that zone did not hold, the market will go back to this zone as a manipulation for the week, then drop it. And if that zone did not hold, probably this particular block will hold, then we can actually drop it. But this is actually going to be the best selling zone, because at the beginning of this month, right, we can see this accumulation that this market actually gave. This accumulated for the very first week, then manipulated to the upside. Then we are expecting it more downtrend. Now we are expecting it to pull back to this for us to continue to sell this market down. So that is what I'll be expecting on that. Then on CADJPY, on the daily time frame, this market um, is still up. This is actually like an accumulation that this market is giving us here. Accumulation, accumulation phase, and this market has not really given us any manipulation to the downside. Well, let's see 4 hour time frame if we will be clear. On the 4 hour time frame, we can really see the same structure as JPY. Probably this market will go higher in this manner, probably to this particular spot, right? Then we might actually see the downtrend. That shows when the week open, we want to see manipulation to the upside, then we want to see it drop for the week. So basically, that is what we'll be expecting on this pair, as the case may be, right? So the next one is going to be on gold, right? For gold, we can see daily time frame is bullish, and as far as daily time frame is bullish, right? And this was a monthly high. This was last month high. Okay, this was this month high. This was last month high. This market is actually not giving us any opportunity for accumulation. But let's see 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, right, the best buying opportunity will be on this zone when this market pull back to this zone, so we can really look for the best opportunity for us to buy. And probably let me see, this particular candle can really be the rejection zone that we are looking for. This particular zone will be the rejection zone that we're looking for on this. So one market to pull back to this zone for us to sell. I mean, for us to buy. Then on 1 hour time frame, 1 hour time frame is already giving us a bearish move. As you can see, 1 hour time frame is already giving us a bearish move, and which implies that we can see this market coming to this level for a sell, right? Coming to this level for a sell, coming to this level to sell here. The market come back to this zone, then give us a buying opportunity from here. So you have some liquidity here to be taken out. So we can really see that to happen, right? And if that did not hold, probably this particular level can hold. Will be a rejection zone for us. That particular zone might really be a rejection zone for us. So let me try to draw something there. Right, this particular zone can really be this. So if this particular zone did not hold, this particular zone should surely hold. So basically, this is what I'll be looking for this week, even though I trade more than these pairs. But basically, I've adopted this pair that I've talked about to be the pairs to really talk about um, in every of my weekly market outlook. If you see NASDAQ, right, NASDAQ is actually very bullish, right? USD 30 also. Well, NASDAQ, let me go for NASDAQ. As you can see, it is bullish, and if you go for 4 hour time frame, it's still bullish. So you just look for opportunity for you to buy, because this market is bullish. So let's see 1 hour time frame. Probably when you pull back to this zone, and you can really be a buyer from there, this particular zone, then we can be a buyer from there, right? Then for USD30, the daily, um, right? This is not clear, so clear, but it's actually bullish, right? The 4 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame also, we can see this bullish move also, that is also bullish. And on 1 hour time frame, that might really be where we'll be looking for a good trade. We're expecting market to pull back, right? This is going to be something like an accumulation, I mean manipulation, right? Then for market to come back to this zone for a buy. So that's what we'll be looking for us to sell. I mean, for us to buy this pair. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for listening. So, lastly, you do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Then like, comment, and tell me what you want me to explain more on my YouTube channel. Then you do well also to join our Telegram channel, so that you can get information as we post them. Then also follow us on Instagram, and see what we're actually giving out there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I wish you a very good trading week. Make sure you make and maximize the opportunities that you have this week. Then also ensure you make so much profit. Thank you so much, guys. Once again, have a good trading week, and God bless you.